Good morning, everybody. Today is a good day. It's rainy, but it's still a good day. Last night was the ARCA race in Dover, and our guy Camelot did a good job. It didn't seem like it was a good job because he went down so many laps at the beginning of the race. Wasn't until after the race he posted that he he cut a tire in the first 50 laps. And the way ARCA does it is for a track like Dover, it's kind of like in three segments, like every 50 laps, because it was a 150 lap race. And after every 50 laps, there's a mandatory, like a caution, where they get to come in and do adjustments to their cars. It's very similar to how the Cup Series does. The Cup Series has it where they have stages. But the difference between ARCA and NASCAR is they race to the end of the stage. Where with ARCA, they drive, they're racing, and then at lap 50, the field is frozen, and then doesn't they only have to race to for position if they want. But found out that in the first 30 laps, he cut a tire. So that's the reason why I went down so many laps in the very beginning of the first segment, because he cut a tire and he had to nurse his car around the track for 20 laps until he was able to get in there and get his tire changed. So, I mean, it kind of put him in the hole right at the beginning, but he overcame it, and he was right. I mean, it was hard for him to race when you're like 8 laps down, when you're like 5 laps down, and there's only one other car that's 5 laps down. But he, through attrition from accidents, from cars cutting tires and getting wrecks with other cars, he was able to he was able to maintain his position, and through attrition, he was able to bring the car home in 12th place. I think it was, I was watching Mofo's comments and postings during the race, and I was commenting on his posts. And I said when he goes at 14th place, with like, I think it was like maybe like 10 to 15 laps to go, I put in or I put the comment on his post that I predicted that he was going to bring it to 12th, that he could take 2 more spots before the end of the race, and he did. So it's like I called it. But he brought it home in 12th, and as he was Camelot streamed for about 2 hours before the race, and he said that if they come in 15th or better, they get $5,000 for the purse, which is pretty good for coming in. I mean, he's able to use it, and he's going to use that car. That money is going to get sunk back into the team and the car. Plus, also it helps with him with his travel expenses. So, very good for standing. The big plus was, I would say, is his not just coming in 12th, but he streamed for 2.5 hours before the race started, and that really gave us an idea of what was going on. I wish Ethan or somebody had been streaming during the race, because like Daytona, or not Daytona, last Saturday at Talladega, I was watching the race on TV, but I was listening to Ethan's stream. And I found Ethan's stream much more enjoyable because you're able to track what was going on with Camelot and his car more so, because they weren't covering it on the TV. On the TV coverage, I mean, they just cover the first like 5 cars. So I thought that, and if you were a girl. So I thought that Camelot did very well. I would have liked to have known more information what was going on during the race, and we got that from when Ethan was streaming. So I hope that Camelot, over the course of the season, when he goes to these tracks, he gets somebody to stream from behind the scenes, like from the pit box, giving us idea of what's going on and how well he's doing. If the car is giving him problems, I think that would help us greatly with following him and cheering him on. Um, so, but no, he came in, and it was. I thought it was a very good showing. He did a very good job, and he. How should I put this? He achieved his goal. Remember when on Sunday stream, I told you guys how Dover eats cars alive, and we saw that in the race. And just finishing the race is your goal, and he did that. More importantly, he did that with a car that wasn't beat the hell up. I mean, that again, that I thought was amazing because these cars get chewed up, and you saw cars getting chewed up. You saw how by the end of the race, the cars in the lead lap were all taped up, and they showed the one guy how they needed a rear quarter panel, and what they did is they just took his pit sign. He wasn't going to pit for the rest of the race. They just took the pit sign, held it up against the side of the car, and just taped over it. So I thought that was very entertaining. But he was able to bring it home without any major problems, and he was able to overcome the tire getting cut and going down. That is rare at Dover for you to cut a tire and to be able to bring the car in after 20 laps with a cut tire. Does not happen often. So that shows a lot from Camelot. I'm sure other teams took notice to that. He's he's doing what he needs to do. He's making a name for himself. He's getting it out there. Other teams are starting to pay attention to him as a driver and not just through his sponsorship. And like he said, how Ethan doing the cybercar and crowdfunding it for those two races, it was really the domino he needed to have fall to get all the sponsorship deals he's got coming on down the way. So I'm very happy for him, and and I'm happy for all of us who've been rooting him on. I see a lot of people, and then of course the inside joke being is that the kid at one, Connor Zellimer, I think it was. I mean, he looked like a baby Shane, and I put that on in Mofo's chat or his posting, and he ran with it. Like, yeah, holy shit, it does. But so it's Shane's illegitimate son. It's Shane's long lost brother. I mean, so I thought that was very humorous. I didn't watch Ballers last night, so I don't know if it was brought up by Mandy and was used to give Shane some ribbing. So, but I thought it was a really good race. Like I said, he did a great job. Okay, but now I hope that he is able to continue to do well, and I hope that, like I said, I hope that he's able to start doing more streaming during the race or having someone stream for him. I hope over the weekend he goes on to Amazon and he orders himself an external battery pack so that way he can keep his phone from dying and keep streaming during the race. Even if he hands the phone off to someone and someone's just talking randomly. I thought that, like I said, that's what I thought was so good about Ethan when he was doing Talladega, was him streaming to keep us informed. I found that very enjoyable. So, but, or in the comic book related news. No, I'm not going to talk about C2E2. I might talk about that tomorrow, but, I got Art to Bear's black and white book. It arrived, and I backed it at. I got the first book, which was which I thought was just a reprint of when it was published through Image Comics. I took a look. I didn't flip through the whole book, but I flipped through it, and I'd already read it. So I had the Image Comics. So I opened up the Image Comics, looked at how it ended, then I looked at how it ended when he republished it. And he changed it. So if you did not, if you were like, oh, I got the Image comics, I don't need to buy it. Trust me, trust me. I'm going to be going through and I'm going to be rereading. I'm going to reread the Image version, and then I'm going to reread. Then I'm going to reread. Then I'm going to read this new version that he has, and then use that to before I read the actual book. As Danger Vanessa put it, it was a very quick read, so it shouldn't take me too long. So, but I'm really curious what changes he made so it moves seamlessly into the new book that he made. And then, of course, also I got the High Octane book with Pedro Ang Lopez and Von Klaus. So I'm anxious to read that one too. So, but no, I definitely advise you all to do check out. Art's going to have all this stuff available on his website. I would advise you all to go to his website. If you didn't back Black and White, now's your chance. On his website, and then also uh, get the first book. Get the first book. That way you can have it. See how he changed the story to fit into the new direction of Black and White. And he's already got the new book started. He's working on the script with Aaron. It's either Aaron or Andrew Sparrow. And then after that, I think he's already started working on the artwork. That gives him a head start with this next campaign. Because remember, art did take longer than he anticipated to do the book. Oops, see, that's what happens. But that works out in my favor because I want him bleeding out of the background. So let's see here. Get some little bit more in here. And then let's see here. We got the lips. So but yeah, I would definitely guys check it out. Okay. And then also Unhinged, Jason Bascom. He has his book. I looked. That was a silent book. No, it was just sound effects, no dialogue. So that wasn't easy to read. Um, I will admit there were certain parts of the book because his style is so uh, because it's so expressive or abstract. There were points where I had trouble following the story, but overall, I thought it was pretty good. So I'll probably look through it a couple more times to get the full meaning, the full story. And but he's another one also. Check out his channel, Unhinged, and then also uh, check out his because you can reach out to him and get the book from him directly. So, okay, guys, this is a short video. I can't be here long. We are still house hunting. Got to find the right house with that moat for all the sharks. So if you follow the chat, you get that joke. Basically, it comes down to the part of that joke is Miss Stipling's a huge shark fan, so gotta have a moat for all the sharks. So, guys, I'm having a good day. I hope you guys all have a good day. If you're not, just remember, life is stressful, and you just gotta take it all one dot at a time.